We're back again, and it's February the 6th, 2026. I know I explained what that fan, or about that fan and everything. Throw her down there. On the tile, not the floor. But I don't know if I told you why. Where that red towel is there is in the vent, toilet, not the vent, toilet discharge sewer line. And that little dot you see over in the corner is where the water pipe's coming up, and there'll be a chrome fitting going on over it. Plug for the toilet on the bottom, switch for the fan on the top. The fan is there, so in case someone uses a toilet that's got a smell to it, like that don't happen with me, of course, then the fan will take it away instead of dragging it all the way up across the front of your face and up into the ceiling to the fan that's up in the ceiling in the bathroom here, which will take care of the steam and everything out of the shower. This one will be from smell only. As you can see, I got some of the tiles laid up to where I'm comfortable to work into. I got to pull this raised platform out of here that I'm standing on. And the ones to the right of the bucket there got the grout in it, and I'm just waiting for that to set up a bit more. And Marilyn just bought in another tub for me to get at. This is a fast set, non-staining, blah blah blah, new type of a grout that's supposed to be better than, I won't say the words, but it's supposed to be good stuff. Time will tell. Now I'll get at and do another couple of tiles. I'm not too sure where I left off here now, but as you can see, the toilet has been relocated. I changed my mind. This one originally was going to go upstairs, and the one upstairs was going to come down here, because the one upstairs is a low water usage, low flush, whatever the hell they call them, and this one is a high. And I never realized how high until I was using the one upstairs for about a week, and then relocated this one from on the other side of the room and put it here and flushed it. My good Lord, I thought Niagara Falls was coming. And I did some investigating, and they say for a toilet around $250, which you won't find one for. But the city of Brampton did researches, and you get your money back in a year in water savings. Because, see, we also pay for sewer. Whatever we come into the water meter goes out to the sewer. There is no meter on the sewers, but they charge you for it because that's where they figured it's going. If you water your glass, you're paying for sewer. You fill your pool and it evaporates, you're paying for sewer. But anyway, that's another story for another time. And so this toilet is temporary. Is there temporarily? You can see the fan and that behind it. And when I get everything else straightened away, I just don't want to get into it now. I'll get a new one and put the bidet seat on it, or get a bidet toilet, one or the other, to match the upstairs one, which is super duper fantastico. Again, not sure if I showed it or not, but I went to all the trouble of cutting those tiles around that base of the pedestal for the sink in a circle to fit around there, because I didn't want to go through all the trouble of taking it out. But anyway, we're under the house. I was under the house cutting off the pipe, and the pipe came down from up here. It came unattached from the drain in the sink, and which is all brass. And anyhow, when I investigated, it had rotted off and was just hanging there. So it's a good thing it did come off, or I would have had everything done and it would have had water over everything. So now, of course, I can't get in behind there. As you can see just edge of that black pipe there. It's a very tight area in here. That's where, can we get up there? Go the other way. Yeah, that silvery pipe you see on the top is brass. And it comes into that nut there. And that had rotted off right there. So like I said, that's a good thing that that happened at that time. Now also while I was there, the hot and cold water lines here were the old type. Twist, 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 twist to get them back on again. And I had fears that when I turned them back on, I was going to get stem washer leaks. So rather than screw with them while I had this off, I decided to put quarter turns on those as well, as you can see. And I put new stainless steel flex lines on instead of the old plastic ones that were on there. So as it ended up, taking it off, I could have saved time cutting all them friggin' tiles around in there and in circles. I could have taken the time and just laid them right across, cut one little hole in the friggin' floor for the 1.5-inch sewer pipe to go down through and one for the pedestal to screw on. It would have been half the time and half the mess from the dust out into the old forklift room for cutting it with an abrasive wheel. But now it's done and she's back in place. Now, as you can see, there's no toilet over there. And you also see there's no ceramic tiles on the floor anymore in there. So today, I just took them up now. So today, I'm going to, I can identify a bunch of screws down through there. So if I can unscrew that plywood and lift it up, it's going to be easier and cleaner than cutting it up and ripping it up in pieces. But I got to bring that floor down to the same level as you see this mat net on, which is about 7 inches. So that's what I'm going to get at now. This is February the 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there. I've been this past 10 days or so under the house around between 3 and 4 hours a day and taking a day off here or there to do nothing, watch some of the Olympics and that. And I got just under 20 hours in, stretched out on my back and my side and my belly, redoing the plumbing, the sewer lines down there. So from where it goes out through the house now, right over to all of the fixtures, it's all brand new, properly sloped and glued up and taped up and nailed up and screwed up and whatever else you do with it. No tape, of course, but you know. And right under about where we're looking now, right around the corner of that mat, that green mat. Can I use my finger and put that out there? Right there. I'm inside of the light now. Right there. There's a T in the line. It's a Y actually. And when the new shower goes in, because it is going to come out around to where the hammer is there, the end of the hammer. And when the new drain for the shower comes in, it'll come across over towards where the toilet flange is, only this side of it, and then straight across towards where I'm backing up to around the corner off the mat right here, and then it'll tie in. and then it's just the hot and cold water, which is now underneath there, capped off. And that's about it. I'll start tearing that platform up bit by bit. Over here, that's big door goes on there. I'm going to have to cut that straight across where you see the woodpecker at. The woodpecker is that red handle thing right there that pulls nails. So I got to cut the floor straight across here. Right across here like this. So I can put that door back on. And then that's going to be about 7.5 inches above the floor. So it'll be a false bottom in that you see all that junk in there now sitting on. So I'll fill that in with some of this cedar as well. Okay, so now I'm going to start tearing that plywood up out of there and see what we got underneath. I know it's 2x6 framing underneath there. Then we have to go with the old leveling off the floor and everything like I did where I'm standing now. That was in the other video. Okay, we'll be back when we see something to see. Take out a bunch of screws in the subfloor and lift off the top 3/4 piece of plywood. This is double here. Well, they're covered in thin set, so I had to dig them out. And they're 3-inch deep root screws. And so I started digging and prying, and oh my God, beep, 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 beep. What a job, what a job, what a job. I'm going to be days right here taking out what you see there. And let me turn this thing somehow. A couple of more days by the time I get over into here and get that shower stall out, because it's going to be the same underneath it. More than what I was bargaining for. But I can't leave it like this now. So I gotta keep on going.